From Indy's streaming news leader, this is WRTV News at 5, streaming now.
Now at 5, just a little snow, but a big mess on I-65 in Tippecanoe County earlier today. But as we know, a little snow and those crashes begin to pile up. Multiple semis were involved in this crash that closed the northbound lanes near Lafayette, but traffic is now moving once again.
And then there was this snowy scene in Crawfordsville earlier today, and flurries are still lingering right now in central Indiana, and another round of cold temperatures is moving in. With all that said, thanks for joining us here at 5 o'clock. I'm Mark Mullins.
And I'm Nicole Griffin. Just when it started to warm up just a bit, another single-digit morning is ahead. So let's get right over to meteorologist Kyle Mounts.
Yeah, you know, we were making some progress. Temperatures yesterday were about 20 to 30 degrees warmer than the day before. Well, now we're sliding back the other direction as a cold front moves across central Indiana. And that once again has sparked off some flurries and snow showers, unfortunately just in time for that evening rush hour. And you can see some pockets of snow showers here, especially around Noblesville, southern portions of Madison County, down through Rushville. Pretty much everybody in this at this point. You can see along I-65 there, Columbus into Seymour. You've got some snow showers, but we'll pretty quickly see that winding down, and the colder air is starting to filter in. We're at 26 in Indy, but 20 degrees in Lafayette, and there you can see that cold air off to the north and west. Chicago already down into the teens this evening. So as we clear out those skies, we see numbers already in the teens here by 9 o'clock, and there we go into the single digits by tomorrow morning with clear skies. We're down to about 6 in the city, close to 0 in Lafayette, Crawfordsville, and Kokomo, all around 2 degrees here as we start off here Friday. There is a warm up ahead, a couple of them in fact. We'll talk about that coming up in a few minutes.
All right, Kyle, we'll see you then. Tonight, a legal setback for President Donald Trump. A judge in Seattle temporarily blocked his executive order to end birthright citizenship. The Constitution guarantees citizenship to those who are born in the United States. The judge slammed the president's efforts to end it as blatantly unconstitutional.
This is step one, but to hear the judge from the bench say that in his 40 years as a judge, he has never seen something so blatantly unconstitutional sets the tone for the seriousness of this effort.
The judge, who was nominated by President Ronald Reagan, signed the temporary restraining order less than an hour into the hearing. It is the first of what's expected to be a series of legal proceedings weighing whether the 14th Amendment applies to children of undocumented immigrants and some lawful temporary residents. The president also said this week that federal immigration agencies would be allowed to make arrests at schools, churches, hospitals, ending a policy that had been in effect since 2011. That's led to fear and concern across the country. Today, IMPD Chief Chris Bailey issued a statement on social media saying IMPD and other local law enforcement do not have the authority to enforce federal immigration laws. He said IMPD has not been asked to take part in immigration sweeps, and they don't have any intention of doing so. He said that's not their role.
A former child care worker is charged with felony battery for allegedly slapping a 2-year-old child in her care. It is an update to a story WRTV investigates first broke earlier this week. The alleged incident happened at Kitty Academy in Greenwood and was captured on video. Joyce Nicole Perkins is charged with battery on a child. She told police she did it because the child spit in her face. Kitty Academy says they fired the worker immediately following this incident. WRTV Investigates just spoke with the Johnson County prosecutor, who says he filed it as a felony because the battery victim was under the age of 14.
I feel that as a prosecutor, our job is to protect. It's not to just enforce the law. The job requires that we use the law to protect people.
What message do you hope this charge sends to the community?
You can't batter a small child. You do that and it's a felony.
How valuable is video for a prosecutor?
Speaking generally, video evidence is very strong evidence, and it's good to have it.
We knocked on Joyce Perkins' door. No one answered. We left a card, and we have not yet heard back from her. The state cited Kitty Academy in Greenwood for inappropriate discipline. The center is still open, and its license is in good standing. A bill is pending at the State House that would require child care centers to have cameras. Senate Bill 369 has been assigned to the Family and Children Services Committee, but no hearing has been scheduled.
Following the recent murder of a teenage girl on Indy's South Side, community leaders are ramping stepping up efforts to curb youth violence, and they want your ideas starting tonight. WRTV's Adam Schoombs explains the problems stretch well beyond Indiana's capital city.
Why? And how did we get here?
Community advocate Della Brown struggles to find the words as she talks about youth violence.
Where do we go from here?
Tonight, the Marion County Youth Violence Prevention Coalition will hold a community conversation as they strive to find solutions to youth violence.
Especially as we get ahead of the warmer months when youth are free and they're out of school.
Comes after 14-year-old Deandra Staples was shot and killed last week.
For any child to think it's cool to pull a pistol and take another life, think again.
Data from the Indiana Criminal Justice Institute shows the number of juveniles charged as an adult is up 25% from 2023 and 120% from 2022.
A direct file actually basically means that the youth is placed directly into the adult court. The juvenile judge doesn't even look at the case. The children who are most likely subject to direct file are going to be 16 or 17-year-olds with offenses that are high-level felonies.
Marion County accounted for nearly half of all direct file cases in Indiana with 104. Lake County is a distant second with 19. Jody Madeira is a law professor at Indiana University. She questions the wisdom of putting young people in adult prisons.
A child's brain does not mature until the age of 25. And so basically they're exposed to adults when they should be around children and exposed to programs for children.
It's why tonight's conversation is critical.
Make sure we're being intentional about listening to the voices of our youth who are directly affected by situations like this, because they do have valuable insights into solutions that can help combat violence.
In Indianapolis, Adam Schoombs, WRTV.
The community conversations begin tonight. In less than an hour, it will be at Frederick Douglass Park on the east side. That's at 1616 East 25th Street. Begins at 6 o'clock.
A hands-on learning experience for students at Arsenal Tech High School helps students gear up for success, and it gives them a road to the workforce straight out of high school. Today, the students received a surprise, and WRTV's Rachel Wilkerson was there.
With a surprise donation from the Center Township trustee of Marion County, students in the automotive class at Arsenal Tech now have 2 new Jeeps to work on.
It's good for me because I can work in different cars. It's not gonna make me intimidate.
11th grader Chris Lady says she chose to come to Arsenal Tech because of trade classes like this.
I am a female, and every time something happens with your car, you always need to look for somebody.
Hands-on learning prepares Lady and her classmate Bailey Wild for real life.
So I can work on my own car whenever anything ever happens, and I can help others work on their car without a high cost.
There are more than a dozen trade programs at the school. Instructor Dennis Bailey knows not everyone is looking for a college education.
Well, I think all the trades are important because a lot of kids can't go to college. They don't have the money to go to college. And the trade programs here at Tech train them to at least get into an entry-level position in these trades where they don't have any student loan debt or anything like that, then go right out and start making money.
As for trustee LaDonna Freeman, she says the Jeeps were no longer in good shape for her office, but she didn't want them to go to waste.
This opportunity will provide hands-on job training for the youth. We're about supporting the youth, we're about supporting the community, and we're about supporting our neighbors in Center Township.
By the way, members of the public can donate vehicles to the automotive class as long as they have the title. Rachel Wilkerson, WRTV.
From a closet to a full-service food pantry, helping to meet the needs of the Westside community. Coming up, we'll meet the man behind this effort, the recipient of this month's Jefferson Award.
Artists on Ice, Cirque du Soleil, bringing a first-of-its-kind show to Indiana starting tonight.
Cold air is on the move, and it's moving into central Indiana this evening, but we will talk about temperatures bouncing back for the weekend.
The scammers are using your husband's driver's license, pretending to be him.
WRTV Investigates uncovers a scam using identities of innocent people, all to steal your money. Tonight on the news at 6, how you can protect yourself. The man that you are about to meet has dedicated nearly 2 decades to feeding those in need. A food pantry that started out of a closet. It is now making great strides in Speedway. WRTV's Amber Grigley introduces us to Rich Herger, this month's recipient of the Jefferson Awards for Multiplying Good.
There's 72 boxes on this pallet.
Rich Herger has been the Storehouse Food Pantry manager for 13 years.
This pantry started about 2005 with just serving 3 or 4 people and in a closet, so to speak.
Now, Rich says they serve more than 600 people a month.
And last year, we served 5,826 families out of this pantry.
A demand that is challenging to meet.
As you know, when you go to the grocery, food prices are just staggering anymore, and it's constantly trying to come up with enough money to buy that food and to be able to satisfy our clients with a decent a box of food.
A challenge that only drives Rich's motivation.
Everybody likes mac and cheese, especially with kids.
Because Rich stays until the last person is fed. It doesn't matter if there's not a scrap of food in the pantry. He finds a way to make sure that no one leaves hungry.
Qualities that put Rich on our radar. He was nominated by Pastor Arthur Vermillion, who passed away in November.
One of the last emails that I received from the late Pastor Art Vermillion was just a simple email saying, "Hey, do you think Rich would appreciate this acknowledgement?"
Pastor Art's last gift to the Storehouse Food Pantry.
You'll be this month's
recipient
for the Jefferson Award for Multiplying Good. We want to say thank you for all the hard work and effort you put into this community.
Art was big in supporting the pantry. Every time I would send out results, he would always write back to me and tell me, you know, what great work we're doing for the pantry. Thank you very, very much.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm Amber Grigley, WRTV.
I love that. Well, the Storehouse Food Pantry is in need of donations, whether it's monetary or through volunteering. The pantry on West 30th Street is in the old St. John's Episcopal Church, and they distribute food on the second Saturday and fourth Wednesday of the month. To learn how to get involved, visit WRTV.com and search for this story.
Always love meeting the Jefferson Award recipients here. The Indy Fuel are on the road this weekend, but the ice at Fisher's Event Center is polished and ready for a set of performances from the world-renowned Cirque du Soleil. Their first ever show centered around skaters is coming through Central Indiana. Crystal has been dazzling audiences for more than 7 years. Look at that. A cast of nearly 50 bring the show to life. Along with the ice performers, there are aerialists, acrobats, and much more. All of it with the signature Cirque magic. One of the skating stars talked with us about how the audience is an important part of the night.
I really love performing in front of an audience, so this is something that I take great enjoyment. There's not many jobs where you actually get an applause at the end of your task, so this is something that I really hold dear.
The show opens tonight and runs through Sunday. WRTV's Brad Brown will have a look at the behind the scenes of Crystal tonight on the news at 7. Isn't it amazing? Look at that.
They are so talented.
Yeah.
And landing on ice. Wow.
And the Cirque shows are amazing in themselves. Now you've got skates.
You add ice to it, it's a whole different level. Yeah.
Right.
It's really cool.
Yeah, plenty of ice still lingering around all of Central Indiana.
Tired of it.
I know. We want to melt it away. We're going to do that. We just have to wait a little while longer.
One more hurdle, right?
That's right, we do. And you can see out there as we look over Indianapolis, a little bit of that fuzzy appearance. There were still some flurries and some snow showers out there across the Hoosier State this evening. Our temperature, 26 degrees in Indy, right at 20 for you there in Lafayette, 28 in Columbus. Columbus and Indy both reporting a little bit of that snow with that northwest breeze now between 10 and 15 miles per hour. So here we are at the rush hour and dealing with some of that snow, reducing visibility here to a couple miles in Muncie right now, 3-mile visibility in Indianapolis. But notice how quickly that improves off to the northwest, because we are going to quickly see the back edge of even the cloud cover moving in and sweeping southeastward here. But for now, you got to get through some of those bursts of snow out there around Anderson and all around Indianapolis. As far as accumulations, would be under a half an inch in most spots here. And there you can see around Columbus Columbus to Greensburg and North Vernon, all still dealing with that snow. Tapering off, though, especially south and west of Bloomington. There's TrueCast. You can see a few of those snow showers lingering, but by 7 o'clock, most of them pushing off to the south and east. The sky's clearing, and that opens the door to a frigid night. Our temperature down to 6 in Indy, 2 degrees in Kokomo, 9 in Bloomington. Wind is not going to be terrible, but still we've got to factor that in. So tomorrow morning it will feel like it's about 0, especially north of Indy. Will drop just below 0 for that wind chill here. As we go to midday, it's going to feel like the single digits. So all day long, going to need to bundle up here for the end of the week. At least we will get some sunshine here, but as we've seen time and time again, it just doesn't do a whole lot to warm us up. We get into the lower 20s here during the afternoon and then start to filter in a few more clouds there by the evening as well. We should be around 36. We get to just 22 tomorrow in Indy, 25 in Columbus, and 21 in Crawfordsville. But by the time we reach Saturday, that's where we'll be more seasonable here. We start off in the 20s during the morning. More clouds will be around. May see a couple of flurries as well as our temperature gets to 37 for that afternoon high. Your extended forecast shows that temperatures will be bouncing around a little bit. So we're cold tomorrow, a little better Saturday, a little cooler or colder, however you want to call it, on Sunday with mostly cloudy skies. And then next week, that's when the thaw really gets going here. 37 for the high on Monday. We've got a couple of 40s mixed in there as well with a quiet weather pattern. And just beyond that 7-day forecast, which does take us into early February, looking at those temperatures holding near average, no additional Arctic outbreaks in the short term.
After the LA fires pushed the Oscar nomination announcement twice, the big day finally arrived this morning.
We now know who could soon make history with Hollywood's biggest prize. ABC's Oreen Shaw runs down the top contenders and the big snubs.
13 could be the lucky number for the film Emilia Perez, leading this year's Oscar nominations with 13, including for Best Picture, making history with the most noms for a non-English language film. One of the stars of the Netflix film, Zoe Saldana, receiving a nod for Best Supporting Actress, her first Oscar nomination ever. She writes, "I don't think I can properly express the deep levels of gratitude and joy I feel for the recognition Emilia Perez has been given." Co-star Carla Sofia Gascon, the first openly transgender actor, is up for Best Actress. Cynthia Erivo is up for Best Actress for Wicked. Co-star Ariana Grande nominated for Best Supporting Actress, posting her reaction on Instagram with a photo of her as a child dressed as Dorothy, writing, "Picking my head up in between sobs to say thank you so much to the Academy for this unfathomable recognition. I cannot stop crying, to no one's surprise." This year, there are 13 first-time nominees, including Demi Moore, up for Best Actress for her role in The Substance, called her first nomination an honor, writing, "Truly, there are no words to fully express my joy and overwhelmed gratitude for this recognition." The Brutalist star Adrian Brody also getting a Best Acting nomination alongside Timothée Chalamet for portraying Bob Dylan in A Complete Unknown. There's a lot of talk today also about some of the snubs.
My guy, Denzel Washington, I can't even say it without not smiling. That's how much I love Denzel Washington. Got snubbed for his portrayal in The Gladiator 2. I really think that it came down to not a lot of people enjoy Gladiator 2. I loved it. And so I think that they didn't really weight his performance enough. Absolutely fantastic.
So Coralie Farjat is the sole woman director nominated for Best Directing for The Substance. This is going to be the 10th directing nomination for a woman ever. Oreen Shaw, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Emilia Perez was showcased here at the Heartland Film Festival in October. It is one of 17 films showcased by Heartland that received a total of 52 Oscar nominations.
And you can watch the 97th Oscar ceremony right here on WRTV on Sunday, March 2nd. And for the first time, it will also stream on Hulu. Your host will be comedian Conan O'Brien.
New year, new rates. The cost of subscribing to Netflix is going up. Coming up, the ways you might be able to take the sting out of the hike.
If you subscribe to Netflix, get ready for another rate hike. The streaming service announced it is raising prices for all tiers just yesterday.
So is there any way to avoid this? Consumer reporter John Matarese shows your options so you don't waste your money.
Netflix is infuriating a lot of customers this week with yet another rate hike, coming just weeks after YouTube TV raised its prices as well.
For most subscribers, your Netflix plan will go up about $2 a month immediately. The standard tier, the most popular, rises from $15.49 to $17.99 a month, which is actually $2.50 more. The premium 4K plan jumps from $22.99 to $24.99. And even the ad-supported tier is rising too, from $6.99 to $7.99. But one customer, Steph Keller, told me earlier this month her family dropped down to the basic tier with commercials and says it's not too bad.
I want to save the money, so we have the cheapest package of Netflix. Yes, it has the ads, but you know what? Take that time to scroll on your phone if you want. I'm not paying $20 a month.
Of course, even that version is going up $1. Other people, though, are not as forgiving. Forbes magazine says Netflix raises prices and the internet is furious. It says angry users are flooding social media with comments. Some are threatening to cancel. So what can you do? If you rarely watch Netflix, downgrade to the ad-supported plan and save $10 a month.
So a $2 a month rate hike is not a big deal. Coming so soon after other streaming price hikes, it's leaving a lot of customers unhappy. As always, don't waste your money. I'm John Matarese, WRTV.
They believe the Delphi daughter's killer is still out there. All new at 6 p.m., the defense attorneys who say the jury convicted the wrong man and their conversation with our Caitlin Kendall.